Good day, everybody. Today I'm going to be reviewing and showing you how to play the game World Wonders. Now in World Wonders, you are going to be building a city using city tiles and these really cool miniatures that are going to be the monuments in the game. And the object of the game is to try to get the most amount of points. So let's check it out. Okay, so before I show you the game, I want to show you all of these miniatures here. These miniatures represent man-made wonders over the ages, and I love these little things. I'll just show you a couple of them. Here is Machu Picchu. Here is one of the Great Pyramids. There's three. This is the Hippodrome. This one over here is Stonehenge. These are all amazing looking. Here is a list of all of the monuments that are in this game, and this includes the Mundo expansion. And over here is a list of all the monuments and a brief description of what they do. So in the game, you're going to be receiving a player mat. On the player mat, you're going to have a body of water, and this is double-sided. I'll show you the other side real quick. Whatever side you pick, everybody else is going to use. These are resources over here, and these serve a couple of purposes. First is that some of these monuments that you're going to be building, and this is a building game, you're going to need these resources in order to build them. Also, for any resources that are showing next to something, this is going to be worth points at the end of the game. Right over here, this is your resource track. Every round, you're going to be able to get to spend up to 7 gold. You can also take out a loan and get 2 more gold to spend during the round. However, if you do that, at the end of the game, you're going to have to either have paid back your loan or you're going to end up losing 2 victory points. Some of the components in the game, you've got roads here. You've got 2 types. You've got a long road, and then you also have a set of shorter roads. These are towers. Right over here, these are expansion boards if you have 4 or 5 players. And there's several different types of cards in them that you can use. This is going to be your monuments deck, and you're going to be using this. This has all of the different monuments, and these are going to become made available as these other monuments are getting purchased off. This deck of cards are objective cards, and this is whenever you get to play more advanced. These are going to be worth victory points if you're able to reach these objectives. These are the cards that come with the Mundo expansion, and these are all of the wonders that come with that expansion. This deck is, if you're doing a solo mode, this is an automa deck. This simply means it's going to take the leftmost resource. On this section, you're going to have a first player marker, a second player marker. These are the player markers, and I have them positioned here, so white will be first, which is me. These are all different building tiles, and these building tiles each are going to have a cost. So this one's 2, this one's 3 gold. And then what you're going to do in the beginning is you're going to go ahead and take the top one of them off and reveal them here, and this is going to make up a market. There's going to be 1 tower available per round that somebody can go ahead and buy, along with 1 long road and a set of the short roads. Right here, this is your population tracker. Once it gets over here to the end, that's going to trigger the end of the game. If you're able to get it all the way over here, you're going to get 3 bonus victory points. Otherwise, you'll get 2, then 1, then none from this area. And these are 3 resources that you're going to be getting as you are building these monuments and as you are taking these building tiles. The building tiles are going to have a letter on them. This is B, for example. Certain ones of these monuments are going to be requiring a certain letter tile, like this one's going to need a T in order to be built. And so all of these are going to be available to the players. Now, once one of these is bought, you're not going to refill it until the next round, so resources are going to start becoming scarce in this game. On these building tiles as well, there's going to be these resource markers. So whatever they say, for example, this says 2 blue, 1 red, you're simply going to move these up. So anytime one of these resources hits this population icon here, you're going to move your population up. Also, one thing to note that you're going to be scoring the lowest resource that you have. So if I had something like this at the end of the game, I would be scoring for only this, which would be, in this case, 5 points. So one thing this game has is building rules. In the beginning, everybody is going to be receiving a road. Now, the road doubles up as a bridge, so eventually you'll be able to build something like that. In the beginning, you're going to be able to go ahead and place your road off of the sidewalk like so. And what you're going to do on your turn is you're going to go ahead and purchase one of these things. Also, you're going to go ahead and put out 3 of these monuments over here, and you're going to place that monument on the card to be purchased. So I'll put that tower there, the terracotta army I'll go ahead and put here, and then this arch over here like so. So now everything's ready to go. So let's say it's my turn and I've got my free road. So I'm going to look and see what I want to get. So let's say I decide I'm going to get a B tile since I'll be able to get this later. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this piece over here like so. Now you can place these building pieces next to a road. And you can also place a building piece of the same color attaching to it like so. So let's say on my turn again, I decide I'm going to go ahead and buy a tower. So this is going to be worth 2. Towers are going to be able to go up to next to anything that's on the board. So if I put a tower over there, what I'll be able to do is later on, I'll be able to build another road over here. Since roads only connect to the road or the sidewalk, this will help me be able to get roads out faster. So my next turn, I'm thinking about getting this. So what this is this is going to say it has to be on one water tile, and then it can be adjacent to land or water for the rest of it. It also has to be adjacent to these 2 things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this tower over here. So I've gone ahead and fulfilled the requirements. So I'm going to grab this card. When anytime you build a monument, you're going to go ahead and spend all of the rest of your money, and that's going to basically leave you out of the round. So this is going to leave me with 1 victory point. So I'll set this to the side like so. So let's just say green happened to get this. Now these markers over here are going to make someone the first player or the second player on the next round. At the end of the round, they're going to go ahead and just simply shift their pieces over, and then they'll start the next round. Same goes for the second player. Now, since I've gone ahead and gotten the monument, I'm going to go ahead and put one here, and now I've got Stonehenge. So Stonehenge is going to require an F and then one of these resource tiles. So once the round is over, you're going to go ahead and discard all these and then flip over over a new set of them. You'll go ahead and bring your gold marker back to 0. You'll go ahead and replace these markers, and then you'll replace all the roads that got purchased and the towers that got replaced as well. Now the game is going to end after 10 rounds or after one player has reached this area over here. So let's just say I happen to be over here and I have my icons like this. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and flip this board over, and this is going to reveal the scoring side. So the first way I'm going to score is I'm going to look at my board to see if this is on any rings. This is on 3 rings, 3, so I'll score 3 points for that. Another way you can score is you're going to look at your resources to see if they're next to something that you've placed on the map. So let's just say I happen to have something like this. Since this is next to the resource, that would be worth 1 point. Another way you can score is you're going to go ahead and count the rings on your cards, your monument cards. So I have 2, so I would score 2 for that. I'm also going to look to see if any of these districts are completely surrounded. That just simply means that there's no green surrounding one of these, like this one. So for every one of those, I'm going to get 1 point. So I got 1 point for that. And then finally, you're going to look at your least produced resource. This is mine right now, the red, that's a 5. So I'll go ahead and score 5 for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so then everybody's going to go ahead and score this way, and whoever has the most amount of points at the end is going to win the game. Well, to begin with, I absolutely love the miniatures. They're really nice. They're beautiful to look at. Anybody who is a history buff, I think, would just enjoy getting this game just for the miniatures. The gameplay is really good, too. Now, this game offers a lot of different decisions, and one of the things that you run into is when the resources start to dry up. You might need a road, but there might not be a road available. You might need to get a certain type of a tile, but that tile might also not be available. So you might have to try to get another type of a tile. And then you also have the building of the board with the different configurations of all of the monuments. So you're going to have to kind of plan ahead a little bit, but at the same time, you're going to have to try to watch what your opponents are doing because they may end up swiping a monument out from under you. Those building tiles are going to have the resources on there that are going to help allow the population tracker to move as well. This game is great. I love this game. It's a puzzle game, so anybody that enjoys puzzle games, I think, would definitely enjoy this game. Also, having those first and second player markers out there can also change the gameplay too, because you can go ahead and get one of those, but that's going to cost you a coin. And another big part of the game is trying to get as much as you can before actually getting a monument so you don't have to spend all of your money. This is a very enjoyable game. I would highly recommend this game. The miniatures alone are amazing. The gameplay is great. Highly recommend this game. All right, guys, that's my review of World Wonders. We'll see you. Keep on gaming.